Oh, look at this. Dundee the First, our armorer, has created Ekim Lamb, an adamantine shoe. That is our second adamantine shoe, right? Yep, the first one was Gilrin, the recreation of Trammel. So, valued at 751,200 dwarf bucks. This is an adamantine shoe. All crafts dwarf ship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with morion, pinfire opal, and green zircon, and encircled with bands of green zircon. This object is adorned with hanging rings of adamantine and cotton fiber and menaces with spikes of green zircon and green glass. And its name means the tubes of stone. So it's really high value, but it doesn't quite have the story that this one has. So maybe we'll match those shoes up. Maybe somebody will if they can get them. I think the other one's still sitting in a stockpile somewhere. Besides that, I think the only other changes is a whole bunch of new squads have been drafted. We have the mountainous wayward worms, the relics of squirting, the decency of lancers, the virginal crypts, the castles of subtlety, the corridors of fellowship, the blockaded merchants, golden righteousness, stoked handles, the days of lancing, the crystalline esteem, the razors of talking, and the tall tors. So that's all of our squads. I don't know who is leading all of the new squads. I just went through and threw everybody in some type of squad. They all have the base armor that is a metal suit with a metal, or actually whatever weapon they want. So far people are still grabbing their gear. I think maybe I need to make many more pieces. See, Rogue Jack, I think you've got a full suit. Your weapon is a copper short sword. Yugi Man, you're still getting dressed. You're running around with greaves, breastplate, and boots on. Well, that's almost a full suit. Most of your body, anyways. Scout Freak, one high boot, your greaves, and a breastplate. Calrog Man, you're running around holding gems with a torn up jackal leather cloak, shrieking as you run through the hallways. And let's see. Mr. Nuke, you're carrying adamantine strands. What? Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, well, Mr. Nuke, we've rebuilt you with the finest thread and parts available, apparently. Adamantine strands that I turned into thread were used to heal you somehow. Let's see. Health. Your ability to grasp is somewhat impaired, but you've been sewn up. Let's see. Bangle Harry basements, the boy doctors used adamantine sutures on your left upper leg. So your left upper leg is extremely strong, sutured together with the highest quality thread available. I guess people won't be getting an adamantine robe or cloak. It appears that all of our thread was used to heal wounded people. So it is 20th Opal Midwinter. I'm probably going to be removing this block soon because the demons down below cannot path to me, which is making my game crash randomly, which makes it very hard to record things whenever it's randomly crashing and you lose everything that happened. So we will be trying to deal with that problem soon. Invasions are turned on. I'm just waiting for that fun to show up. So I have a feeling that the year 323 will be the year that our military finally gets put to test. And everybody is enlisted. Everybody is currently busy training. Going to the dummies, going to the obstacle courses. It's going to be a good year. Well, looks like we have our first little creature to sneak into our base here. There's a gremlin. It is right next to Rob Staley. Rob, you're well equipped. You even got adamantine gear on, so you've picked up some of the straggling pieces that... Actually, you've got a full suit, so you pieced together a full suit, almost. Well, congratulations. But there's a gremlin trying to jump you. He plows through the workshop. Somebody throws a fireball. Looks like Conwise, you've also got an adamantine suit. You pieced together one. How many of those suits do I have? I can't have that many. Nixiter, you don't. You have a... It's like just a half of a copper suit. Nixiter also throws a fireball. The gremlin runs out the back exit way, being chased by Nixiter. Another fireball flies through and crashes into the hillside. I guess the cavern wall there. Don't give too much chase. We don't know what else is out there. And you are going to catch the entire forest, underground forest, on fire, aren't you? Thankfully he didn't, and the gremlin runs away, hopefully never to be seen from again. I don't have too many levers that they could pull anyways and do damage with. So it is 9th Obsidian late winter. I had to deconstruct all of these medical training facilities because they had all of my thread and cloth in there. Or maybe it was just in this room, I don't know, but Dundee, whenever he made that last slipper, he couldn't get any cloth because it was all tied up. So hopefully our doctors have all the training that they need. And you know what, let's remove this block. We've got our 2 guards down here. They can keep watch over this little hole and alert us if anything tries to fly up it. There is a food stockpile down there, and even though I've got the entire route restricted, people still find reason to path down there and grab a bite to eat or drink. I think they're comforted by the metal as they walk through it. Oh my god, so many puppies are being born. Puppies, 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 puppies. 4 bitches just gave birth. We'll have to train all those. I don't know how long it takes for them to grow up. But let's see. The barracks are getting more filled up with soldiers training. Got different separate squads. About 3 squads per barracks now. This is a barracks, this is a barracks, and this is a barracks. Pretty much one barracks per cavern level almost. So I guess we'll just wait and see. It is 10th Obsidian late winter, and the gremlins have shown up. And we're removing our little block down to hell. So I think we're going to also start trying to mine out some more of this adamantine, actually. Let's do that. Since we will be going down there, let's put a downward stairwell right here, right next to the dog. That wouldn't really be fair. That's still right next to the dog. How about just right here? In fact, we don't even need to remove that hole. We'll just build a downward stairwell there and an upward stairwell there, and then start mining all of this out. And we will fight the demons as they come, to hell or high water. Cancel this. We will send all of our troops down here if we have to. We will plug the tunnel, this little pathway down, with our bodies, or the bodies of the demons. I don't know what's more likely. I'm your liaison from the mountain homes. Let's discuss your situation. They won't have anything to say to us. Well, it is 22nd Obsidian late winter, and a Mind Flayer thief has shown up. It's found Waldo right there. Waldo, you have all copper gear on, and the Mind Flayer thief, and you tumble together. You canceled building the road, and you take off running away. And so does the Mind Flayer. My FPS are kind of choking, you might notice. So things are going to be a little bit slow once combat does start. Besides that thief, let's see. I'm currently digging out the rest of the adamantine down here, leading down to hell. There's a lot of it. And it just extends in all directions going down this spire here. We might be able to make a full suit for our entire army. There's another thief somewhere around here. Right there. Mind Flayer thief, and Waldo, you found that one. Bumped into him. He takes off running that way, screaming, ah, and the goats scatter. Well, snatchers and thieves are just the first wave. We know what to be expecting soon. Our military up top is still training. Let's see, we have Nixiter, you're there. Dabbling Swords Dwarf, adequate everything else. A skilled cook, though. Dion, you're there. Proficient Swords Dwarf. Novice Dodger, a legendary butcher. You've got all copper gear on. Down below the barracks is the Catfish, all adamantine gear. Expert Swords Dwarf, proficient armor user. Yep, right now the squads are just set to train in groups of 2 minimum. So that's why we don't see a whole big group of like 4 or 5 all standing around training. But we will once the action picks up a little bit. I'll go adjust the scheduling. I still don't have the military scheduling figured out well enough to give them patrol routes or anything like that. Which kind of sucks, but oh well. I guess we'll just, also, I guess, yeah, we should probably put some guard dogs out here. Do I have any ropes? Put a chain here. Put 2 guard dogs at the front of our gates, and cross our fingers and hope for the best. We have a whole bunch of civilians that are just scattered all over the top right now. If an ambush were to happen, we might actually lose a dwarf to combat. Well, 3 migrants have arrived. I thought I was at my cap already, but I guess not. The dwarves are sparring. And I don't have a median area set up, so it'll take them a while to stream in. Besides the migrants, still just digging out the adamantine here and extracting it into strands. The demons haven't tried to make a move up towards us yet.